Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discussing the multiple choice question. Up to the 19 question we have solved so far on the topic polynuclear and the heteronuclear aromatic compounds. That is chapter number 1, and we are discussing the TYBSc organic chemistry semester 4 5th and DESEC third means, that is the third subject, that is CH 507 organic chemistry paper first, that is a discipline specific enhancement course or elective course we can say here. So that is the subject which we are discussing. So due to the COVID pandemic, so continuous internal assessment as well as university exam is generally online mode, and therefore it is necessary to provide such kind of the multiple choice questions so that student can able to attempt how they can solve, because multiple choice question, when you are going to attempt correct, when you know the basic full explanation regarding that chapter, then you can able to predict, then you can able to solve any objective, any kind of question, whatever the nature of that question, twisted that question, whatever, because it require lot of logical thinking behind it. Then and then you can able to solve those problem and you will get the maximum marks. You can score the maximum marks with, so it will give to your brain, activate your brain to think over, and it can recall whatever the chapter, whatever the discussion, broad description we have seen, and from that we can able to solve the problem based on this. So that is the, I am trying to justify why we are choosing the correct answer from it as far as this subject is concerned. So let us begin with question number 20, which is objective. Which of the following resonating forms of naphthalene shows both rings aromatic character? And as we know that aromatic character, according to the statement, it states that fully conjugated planar cyclic system containing 4n plus 2 pi electrons are known as Huckel's rule, and those compound are organic compound. See here, alternative double bond, fully conjugated, that also knew that. If you observe all these three examples very closely, very carefully, there are two ring naphthalene, this is A and B, these are the canonical forms or the resonating forms, first, second and third. And we know that two benzene rings fuse together by sharing two carbon atoms sharing electron and fuse and form as a resulting compound is known as a naphthalene. Here A and B, look at here A ring, which is a flat double bond everywhere is there, carbon carbon double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond and double bond. This A ring is aromatic in nature, no doubt about it. If you see, if you put the bond from this side it is a common to both the ring. This double bond is common to both the ring. Therefore, it can be contributed the delocalization of that electron, means pi cloud sharing equally with A ring as well as B ring, because I am putting the double bond in the first structure is common to both the ring, and therefore both the ring here double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond and single bond, alternatively double bond are present. Double bond and single bonds are alternatively present, and both the ring fulfilling those criteria of that aromatic compound, and therefore A ring as well as B ring both are aromatic in nature. So look at here, only one, only second, only third, and all of these options are given. Just now we have seen in first A and B the common double bond contributing the pi cloud equally to both the ring, and therefore both ring are aromatic in nature. Look at the structure number second here, A ring, and this is a B ring. A ring, look at double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond and double bond. So A ring can show the aromatic character, but B, look at the B, here single bond, once again single bond, here also has a single bond, means that the B ring does not show aromatic character. Only A ring can show as aromatic character in the structure second, and therefore what is the question? Look at once again question what they had been asked here. Which of the following resonating form of naphthalene shows, both underline here, both the rings aromatic in nature. First we have seen both the ring is aromatic nature because this middle carbon-carbon double bond is common to both the ring, and therefore both the rings are fulfilling requirement of the aromaticity. That's it. But in the second case, A ring is fulfilling the aromatic character, but B ring does not fulfilling or does not fill, does not shows the aromatic character. Look at here, double bond, single bond, double bond. Here is a single bond, here also single bond, here also single bond. Means according to as a Huckel's rule, it does not. That is the thing, you have to think this way. Means here only A ring that shows aromatic character, B ring does not shows aromatic character. But in case of the third one, look at third one once again. A does not shows aromatic character, but B, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, it will shows the aromatic character. Means here which is the right answer, which is the correct answer, A will be the right answer. Means A and B ring both are showing aromatic character, and therefore A ring is A answer is the correct answer for aromatic. Both the rings aromatic character, only one is showing over here. Now let us move on to the next structure, and the next structure next multiple choice question that we are going to discuss here. Let's see second one. The second structure would be question number 21. Now in the 21, let's see how many sigma bonds are present in naphthalene. How many sigma bonds are present in naphthalene. Look at it. How many sigma bonds are present in naphthalene? And the answers are given. Options are given: A 11, B 12, C 13, and D 14. 4 options are given, and out of that 4 options, we have to select the correct option. What do you think? Which would be the correct option here? A, B, C, or D? Now, those students knowing the structure of naphthalene and knows the basic concept regarding the organic compound forming as a single bond, means they are associated with sigma bonds or the sigma electrons. Let's see the structure of naphthalene. Look at here, this is a structure I am representing here. This is a structure of naphthalene. Here hydrogen atom, here also has a hydrogen atom, here also a hydrogen atom, one more here also has a hydrogen atom, these all are things are. Now this carbon and hydrogen atom single bonds are present, and therefore it is a sigma bond. Remember, when this carbon and this carbon, there is a single bond, means one sigma bond also there. So once you know the sigma bond associated with carbon and hydrogen as well as carbon and carbon here, so in that way, if you determine, you will find the number of sigma bonds present in naphthalene. So remember here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In addition to that, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Look at, I have labeled sigma bond, so total answer comes out to be 14. See, this is a correct answer. Means the number of sigma bonds are present over here. Here delocalization don't think about, but now this structure generally according to as a Kekulé structure, we are writing that structure or representing structure on blackboard or in the book like this alternatively, and so on the basis of that we are finding the sigma bond is number of sigma bonds present would be the 14. So this will be the question number 21. Now let us move on to the next multiple choice question. We are not discussing as a short type question or long type question here. Only according to the situation we are trying to explaining here. Here is a question number 22. Question number 22. How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene? Same. How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene. How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene? Question mark once again. How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene? So here once again we will try to find out. So the options are, A option are given here 5, B 6, C 7, D 8. So these are the how many pi bonds are present in naphthalene. Once again you have to think logically, you would get the answer. Remember, you can draw the structure of naphthalene, and everybody knows now, you are familiar with the structure of naphthalene. Now we are going to find out number of pi bonds present in naphthalene. See here, I am labeling that one or marking that one 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See how many are there? Number of pi bond is there. According to the nature of the question, you have to answer like this. So the correct option would be this one. Look at over here. So how many pi bonds are present in a naphthalene? This will be the correct answer for this. Now let us move on to the next question. That is the next question would be this one. That is question number 23. What is that? Question number 23. See here. Alpha tetralone. Look at here. This is somewhat difficult. Alpha tetralone undergoes reduction with alpha tetralone undergoes reduction with ZnHg zinc amalgam in presence of HCl hydrochloric acid gives dash. And options are A would be naphthalene, B is tetralene, C would be decalene, and D both A and C. Let's see. Look at here, alpha tetralone undergoes reduction with ZnHg in presence of HCl gives. Now this is those are knowing the structure of tetralone, which is a common name, and those are knowing those structure, that is they are lucky, because if you know the Haworth synthesis for naphthalene, they can know the name of this. So this is the alpha tetralone. Those are studying at a micro level. That student means advanced learner student can understood this multiple choice question, because the multiple choice question also based on different levels, level number 1, 2 and 3. Level number 1 means common student can able to know that answer. Level 2 means it is a somewhat difficult, those student are studying at general level, they can able to solve that one. But level 3 is the most difficult, and those student, just now I mentioned advanced learner student, or those are studying hard working students, or what we can say here, those are studying at a micro level, they can able to answer this thing. First of all, alpha tetralone, what would be the structure of alpha? So here, after this would be the structure of alpha. Is carbonyl group, this is at alpha position, and therefore it is known as a tetralone. Undergoes reduction and undergoes Zn Hg in presence of HCl, and this is a well-known reduction method known as Clemmensen reduction. This one, Clemmensen reduction, and what it does, Clemmensen reduction is well known for the conversion of carbonyl group into as a hydrocarbon, and the resulting compound which you are going to get is this one. This is a structure, but you don't know the name of this compound. The common name of this compound is a tetraline. Remember the name of this. What is tetraline? Is there tetraline? This is a structure, and naphthalene structure we know that. This is a structure of naphthalene like this. So this is a tetraline just now. Decalene, the structure of decalene, this one, and both A and C. A means naphthalene and C means decalene. This is not here, and therefore the correct answer would be B is the correct answer. Remember here, B is the correct answer. So in this way we have seen that is the structure number question number 23. Now move on to the next question. Let us see that question over here. That is a question number 24 now. The product of the reaction is the product of the reaction. The product of the reaction is dash dash dash. Let's see here. Reaction is given. This is a reaction given, and the reagent here, palladium charcoal or selenium heat in presence of this, and the question mark is, and the options are as follows: Ca, decalene, B, tetraline, C, naphthalene, and D, none of this. D is a none of these. None of these. Now remember, those are knows the Haworth synthesis, they can able to answer these questions. The structure of decalin just now we have seen. This is a non-aromatic compound. Tetralin just now we have seen it will be a aromatic compound. One shows, and naphthalene, this one is a structure of naphthalene as we know that, and none of this. Now the correct answer from this, here decalin, this is a structure, tetralin, this is a structure, and naphthalene. The correct answer, and as we know that palladium, charcoal or selenium, after heating at proper temperature and the pressure, the end product or the desired product obtained would be this one. And this is a structure of, what is this? Naphthalene. Is there option? Yes, C would be the correct answer over here, and that we have seen here. So I think these are the some of the question we have solved here. I think it's due to the time limit, let us stop today here. Remaining multiple choice question we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.